Hey, hi everybody. Hi Jamie. Hi Melanie.
Hi,
Hi
Steve.
Snoopy and Riley and B and everybody. So wow, what a day we got today going on. Um, and we got some good dogs down there too, don't we?
Yes.
And we have a good one breathing hard too. So anyway, oh boy, how's your week been, Jamie? Melanie?
Good.
Yeah.
Been busy. Busy week because we got a great show coming up next week too. Um, But we're going to move forward with our show right now. Boy, we've got some really good dogs. We've got Krista popping in and out like she usually does. And we'll get to the bottom of that one. Hi, Debbie. I did get your email. And we have one coming on. We hope is going to be here. She hadn't read her message from me yet where I put the guest link in there. So hope everything's all right. But anyway, we got us comments, but I think Melanie has that covered. So I guess we'll just eeny meeny miny mo, and we'll just pick a dog. We got to get this dog out of the way here. There we go. We had old Bristol hiding behind everybody. So who you want to do first, Jamie?
Um, I don't care. So Celeste?
Okay, let's do Ying. I do like
Yeah.
Ying's been on once before and she's young. I don't know, she's shoot by now she's probably pushing 16, 18 months old. Um but she was on once before, so and she's a good girl. And and she's got a personality because she's a Great Pyrenees. As soon as I find her video here, there it is. Hey, wow, look at that. There she is, too.
Here she
She
is.
is just as gorgeous as I remember.
Yes, she is.
Wow, she's
Yeah,
Yes,
grown.
you're being a good girl.
she has. She's grown into a mighty big young lady, hasn't she?
And she's on a growth spurt right now. She is getting long and lanky and just keeps growing. Yes, you do, princess.
Do you know
All
how much she
right.
weighs?
Here you are.
Do you know how much she weighs at all?
Um, I would put her at about 80 pounds now.
Wow. Now, how close was I about her age? Any
I would
idea?
ask her run out to the Jamie. Do you know off the top?
I'm gonna look real quick.
Okay.
When you were on last time, she was right around a year old. All right, and
Yeah. So it has been a bit.
well,
Years.
I just don't remember when you were on last. That's the problem. So me and Melise guessed last night a little bit. All right, but she's
Okay.
beautiful. And
And she has lots of toes. See all the extra toes?
I don't know if you noticed it or not, Celestia, but we updated the video for her just a little bit, and we
I
called
saw
it
it. I really like
Ying
that one. That looks good.
2023. Yeah. So what kind of updates has she done since the last time you were on? She was pretty young last time.
She was. She's still a puppy. But she's gotten a lot calmer. She comes and goes. She's the laziest dog I have ever met. She
Lazy.
lazy girl when she's not being a rowdy puppy. Right now, she doesn't know what's up. She wants to be out with her bone.
Hmm.
When she wants to bark, she doesn't stand up. She just starts barking right there where she is. She doesn't even always pick her head up. It's very silly.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you
she's
go.
a silly girl.
June 22.
June
Okay,
22. That's when her birthday
15.
is.
Yep.
So 15
Cool.
months. Yeah, she's still pretty young.
All right. I was relatively close.
You
That
were?
works.
You were?
Yeah. That was just a guess.
Yep.
Because in rescue, unless they're born in rescue, you don't really have a good age on them usually.
Yep. Well, she's a whole lot better socialized than she was last time.
Hmm.
She's nowhere near as fearful of things. She now lays around on her back. She's kind of boneless. She comes up with positions not found in nature.
Did you say
Um,
boneless?
yes, I did. I'll have to send you the picture of her sleeping with her back end all the way over 180 degrees.
So she's going to need reassembly instructions when she goes?
I think so. I think so. She tends to melt. Um,
Wow.
her indoor thing right now is she thinks the TV is a real dog and barks.
Oh,
Okay. Wonder
uh-oh.
where.
There she
I don't
is.
know what happened here. There you are, Celestia. There you are.
Here we
Got you
go.
back.
Yep. All right. She's done being rowdy. It's time for a nap.
Now, last time you were on, she was still pretty new there, wasn't she?
She was.
And she had a little bit of resource guarding here and there, a little bit of ruffled feathers every once in a while. How's all that doing?
Still there. She's still the same dog, but she's a lot better about it. She can now eat her food with the other dogs. You need to make sure that nobody tries to steal her food. But
Well,
it's
yeah.
nothing like it used to be. She really has settled down a lot. Um, in a perfect world,
Debbie says she.
I'd still feed her in a crate, but my husband feeds her loose, and she's usually just fine with it.
Now, Debbie says she's gorgeous and very, very, well, very sweet and mellow. She's a puppy,
She
Debbie.
is. Well, and
Oh,
just
look at that. Look at those ears.
look at those beautiful ears. Oh, she's not pure white. I probably can't see it, but she has blonde edges on her ears and a
Well, you'd
couple
be
of blonde.
surprised what we can see.
Yeah. Well, she's got
We
a
got a
couple of
close up
blonde
right now.
freckles. Yep.
This is cool.
Good. She
I mean,
says
look, you
blonde
can do anything you
eyelashes.
want to her, looks like.
Yeah,
Wait,
Wow.
she just lays there.
Yeah.
she's calmed down a whole
What a
lot.
girl.
She's still a puppy.
Looks like
But
she's tired. She's going to go to sleep.
well, she just had 5-10 minutes of being excitable because she didn't know why I wanted her to stay on the couch.
Okay.
That
Is that the lazy that you were talking about right here coming up?
she collapses like this, and yeah, she'll stay this way for long periods of time. I've learned to just step over her in the hallway.
As with any Great Pyrenees, I think.
Pretty much.
Um,
So
so,
she's a good
wow.
girl. She's not thrilled with other female dogs, but she can be with them. She's just a little rougher on them. Our first adoptee from the rescue is getting older. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes this one says, "Hi, I want to be the queen." But I mean, she's being a peer. Female peers
All
are
right.
this way. That's all she's doing is being herself, and
All right.
she needs someone who knows how to manage her.
Yeah.
Can you
Well,
see the blonde eyelashes?
Carol McLaughlin says she just now found you. You probably don't have a clue who she is. Well, I'll
Nope.
fill you in. She runs the Great Pyrenees Rescue Montana.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
Carol. I'm glad you finally found us. But yeah, she's got a lot of dogs too. So, um, and aren't you in Washington, Celestia?
Yep, still right here in Washington.
Okay. So you're still a long way from Montana. I was going to say maybe you and Carol could, meet up for lunch or something, but I doubt that.
It's yeah, unless I'm going that way for something with goats, which is always possible.
So now, other than she doesn't have any bones, what happens if you get like in your area, you're kind of on somewhat of a farm. Does she act like Snoopy?
What do you mean?
You just heard Snoopy.
Oh, okay. She does alarm bark, but you remember you taught me to bark with the dogs? That calms her right down.
Well,
It's
meet the need, not whatever the need is. If it's barking with the dog, then yeah, but you can take a chance on starting a contest that way too.
not with her. She
Good.
remember she's lazy.
Yep,
The
I remember that.
Yeah, our
I heard
actual
that.
guard dog barks, and then she starts barking, and I say woof woof a time or two, and she goes back to sleep.
All right.
She's perfectly
So,
happy to let me take over.
is she ready for adoption?
I think she is, to someone who knows what they're doing. Just be.
Wow. I
I
think
think
I don't know what's happening there. Old Snoopy's barking, and the whole stream's going wacko. Thanks, Snoopy.
Well,
Yeah,
Snoopy has some
she's
help
ready for
today.
someone who knows what they're doing, and knows what peers are all about. And I think that's the only kind of applications we get.
Yeah.
No, not
Well,
necessarily.
hopefully. Not
Not
Well,
agreed.
get approved. Let me rephrase that.
There you go.
By the
It's
time
And
it
there
gets
now,
there, that's
there
the
is the
only kind.
thing. I'll talk to people that they'll say, "Well, I'm approved by GPRS," and I say, "Holy cow! Wow, you're all right in my book because you're able to pry a dog out of their cold dead hands. You're okay." So, what kind of home do you think she would need? Cat free, kid free, dog free,
She needs
Ying
another
free?
dog. I think she needs at least one other dog because she does stand up and play a little bit every day. I think seeing another dog be good would continue to be helpful for her. Um, I would be careful with any home where there's, younger kids, anyone who's going to leave food laying around. But it's nothing like it was when she first came to me. Are you comfortable, dear?
Was she underweight when you got her by chance?
Um, no, but she was so scared. She was terrified. This is the one
Maybe
that had
bullied.
nightmares.
Yep.
It took a long time for her to relax with us, but as you can see, she now trusts people. Um,
She looks a little relaxed.
she's gotten this part down, and that is so different from the dog that we got in the beginning.
Yeah,
She needs
she was a
someone to
different dog
location.
then.
Yep. She's still not thrilled
Wow.
about leashes, but she'll get up and follow you on a leash now.
Oh, really? Okay.
And
Um,
it's not perfect, but it's still one of her least favorite things, but she'll do it. Oh, what else about her?
doesn't she ride well in the car?
Oh, Steve. Oh no, she barfs more than any other dog I've ever had.
No. Okay, she doesn't get sick in the car, is what I remember.
Uh,
Okay, my memory. I'm old. You guys will understand better when you get closer to my age.
oh yeah. But I
Um,
mean, she wants to go, but she's still not comfy in a car, and I think if the vet might be able to help her with that. And
okay. What
yeah,
about a home with older children, like say just barely preteen age? Would that be something that you'd be comfortable with, or does she need teenage children?
I think teenage. And
Okay.
I could be wrong. I never raised human children, so I'm not the
She
best
is
authority
she
on
is
that.
still a puppy, and she is still a giant breed. Okay.
Yes, she very
They
much is.
they can wag their tail and knock a 4-year-old into a china cabinet. Right.
Yep, yep.
So so we always got to remember that.
And this
Wow,
one
great
is
community.
still growing. She started a growth spurt and she's eating like crazy. And I swear she's 3 inches taller than she was a
She's
couple months ago.
beautiful. Look at that nose shot we get, Jamie.
Is her resource guarding with dogs and people?
It's been just dogs. I haven't noticed it with people, but it's me and my husband, and we both know how to handle our dogs.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
I would definitely want to meet and greet with her and see how any younger people interact with her. She plays with our cat, who is
Oh, you have a
also
cat.
pretty
That's
boneless.
good. That's good to know.
There you go.
Is she so you get her out on a leash and you said she walks fine on a leash?
She walks okay. It's not her favorite thing, but she'll walk on a leash, and she's coming when called now. It is so
Oh.
different. It's my dogs don't do that generally because I do have livestock dogs. The pet here. But you call her and you wait a little while because she needs to wake up and stuff. But
We'll let you go. I'm sorry.
anyway, yeah. So here we are. She's come a
You're
long
right.
way.
She got no bones.
So she'd do better
got-
with another male dog as opposed to a female.
Oh, very much so.
Okay.
Oh, and we don't call her Ying. We call her Cutie Pie.
What do you call her?
Cutie Pie.
Cutie pie. Okay, there you have it. No more Ying. I've changed the videos now, ain't I?
There's a question about how she does with your goats and chickens.
I don't have any poultry. Husby has a transplant, so we have that salmonella extra protection level. But the goats, she's fine with. If someone's got pet goats, they need to introduce her like they would any other dog.
Well, that's any goat,
Wants
though,
to
right?
be a farm dog, but she would do just. I think she'd be fine in an apartment with someone who took her to the park every so often.
Other than the bark.
Other than the bark, and that is almost always because she sees or hears something, and pardon me, if another dog barks, she joins in.
Congratulations, you
Does
have a
not
great
initiate-
Pyrenees.
I'm sorry?
Congratulations, you have a great Pyrenees.
Yeah, she doesn't initiate barking. It'll follow along, and that's kind of nice.
And that's fine too. I mean that
Oh,
works
yeah.
too. Now always remember, everybody, all the viewers out there, a dog that resource guards, that is a common occurrence. It's a learned behavior when they don't. Always remember that. That's the learned behavior, is not resource guarding. Okay. It's just natural thing for a dog, except that one there ain't got no bones. I don't know how she would bite anybody if they did take her food. She ain't got no bones. All right.
She can turn into a guard dog when she wants to, but we don't encourage that. She doesn't need to do the job. I have
Right.
someone else doing that.
Now, just out of curiosity, I know this answer, and let's see if we can make it a short answer. Why do you have to introduce them to the goats?
Because if they were not raised outside physically, almost from birth with goats, they're going to try to play with them instead of look at them and go to sleep. And you do
Okay.
not want big dogs playing with prey animals, no matter how similar their size.
Aha, you said it. You said it yourself, a prey animal.
Yes.
Thank you. Out here, now I don't know if if they change from species of goat to different species, but out here they have to, if they move the fields,
Yeah.
they have to reintroduce the dogs to the goats
Interesting.
because the goats out here attack them.
Oh, well, yeah, and my goats are not thrilled with they do it dog by dog. And this
Right.
one I just keep away from them for the most part because that's not her job. She should be a pet.
Yep. Technically, a goat's a predatory species, kind of a hooved predatory species.
They are definitely willing to protect themselves, but they're
Yeah.
also
Well, they're
so
not
helpless
listed.
with dogs.
They're not listed as a predator, just like a chicken, and they're not listed as a predator, but they'll charge you. I've been chased around by chickens over the years.
Well, chickens are dinosaurs. That's pretty simple.
They want to be your dinner, it seems like. So, all right. Celeste said, thanks. We got to get Krista up here.
Okay.
Because Gwendolyn is there right next to her now. I forgot how to, there we go. I remember now. So, man, this little girl coming up here, she's just amazing. And she's somewhere around here. She has a little video also, and we'll get Krista up. And that's just amazing what Celeste can do with Ying, or what'd you call her again?
Cutie pie.
Okay, with that one. It's got hard consonants in it. I like it. What's happening here?
I know. You keep
It's Krista.
glitching
I
out.
know it. I know it's Krista. She was doing that during the pre-record that time too. So we'll just get her up here. Hi, Krista. We're going to play her video, okay? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's great.
Cool. Was it me, or could that video had been shorter?
I thought it was very cute.
It was. I liked the tune with her. And you sent good pictures and good video, and then when it was done, you sent more video. That's okay. We put that away for the next one. So
I got that
wow,
video
there's
today.
Bristol in person.
Yes,
Does she have bones?
she does.
Okay.
Probably only one though, because she does like to roll around and contort herself in different forms. But I'm not quite like Ying. I never seen a dog do this with their legs before.
I know the Ying is something else, isn't she? Wow. I already forgot her name.
Now,
So
is Bristol a digger?
A what?
A digger. Does she dig?
No.
Looking at her paws.
So
muddy.
they got bones today. They got brand new bones today. So that they've got all that like oily stuff on them, and then they went out in the yard to play for a little bit. So it's just stuck to her paws.
And you'll get something similar when it rains and they go out and play too, right?
Yeah,
So what
actually.
can you? Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh,
What a cute bark! It's not there yet, Crystal. Not quite.
hang on just a second.
Okay, somebody at your door.
What are you barking at? Oh, you know what? Malo has decided to act up. He's in the
Hey, it
backyard
wasn't
barking.
you. It wasn't you this time. Celeste's device is doing it the same thing yours did.
Let me. Can you put me backstage for just a second? I'm gonna go take care of this.
Absolutely. As soon as I find you, there we go. All right. So we're back to here. How about we cover no bones? Or how about we talk about something briefly while we're waiting on her to wave her arms down there? Somebody got to watch for her, Melanie. Just,
Okay.
or Snoopy. We could talk about Snoopy, or we could talk about dog introductions. Let's talk about Snoopy, and we'll save that till the end.
Snoopy's being a Velcro baby today. He is
Um,
attached literally at my hip.
How much does he weigh now?
About 90 pounds.
Okay, he hadn't grown that much in a week or two.
So he's
No,
a
not
little
too
older,
much.
right, Melanie? He's a little.
Yeah, he's about a year and a half, maybe a little bit older than that. He's still a young dog. He's got some filling out to do, but he's not like
So he's catching up with Ying.
yeah.
Okay, if there's a such thing, right?
Yeah, there he is.
Now, is he available for adoption? I mean, you always have him there, and it's just like,
He is
are we sure?
Absolutely ready for adoption. He's done really well. So my sister's dog Gandalf is in with us, and we actually got to do introductions.
Wait a
with
minute,
Gandalf.
that's Gandalf?
That's Gandalf, the infamous
Mr.
Gandalf.
Attitude?
Mr. Attitude. And Snoopy has done phenomenal with Gandalf because Gandalf can be a jerk. And Gandalf is high anxiety.
I'm thinking how well Gandalf's doing.
Oh, give him a second. So actually, every time Snoopy has started barking, it's because Gandalf started barking today.
Gotcha.
And Gandalf is high anxiety. So things like when they're going outside, Gandalf will run over and start snapping at everybody. And Snoopy's been a great team player, gotten along, no aggression. I've been very happy with how Snoopy's been doing because Gandalf is a jerk.
Big cry from that first few days, huh? Big difference. And what did that take again? I don't remember. And some of the folks may not know what it took.
So doing our introductions outside, taking them on a walk together. So we did that with Gandalf this week. After work one day, my sister brought him and we all went on a walk together, walked around the block a couple times. Then we took him into the backyard to get to know each other. And then we brought them inside after we've done all those
introductions. Now,
yes.
And we let them sniff butts, right? Because butts don't bite.
Butts don't bite.
That's right. I think we can bring Krista back up, but I'm not sure. Oh, there's Fred's boy. Okay, I'm going to try it. Are you good, Krista?
Better, yes.
All right. Now, who's that back there on, who's little Bristol's buddy back there?
This is Malo. This is Fred and Mia's baby.
Fred's offspring with the freckles.
One of the
Girl, you can go. You did good.
Oh.
He's a good girl.
You remember Fred, Jamie?
Oh my God, I know all these, but they're so cute. I love these.
Yeah. She couldn't let one of them go.
Now.
Or you adopted that one. You didn't foster fail. You actually wanted to adopt this one. Is that correct?
That's correct. I did borrow him from headquarters for a weekend. I had my nephew over, and I thought it would be fun to have puppies and my nephew and my daughter. It was not, by the way. I don't recommend. That was a lot to deal with. But we really liked Malo and ended up submitting an application. And let me tell you, being on the other side of that application process is very nerve-wracking Because I
Really?
mean,
Because you
I
didn't
knew
know
that
if
I
you were going to
loved that
get,
dog.
yeah, but you didn't know for sure even you were going to get approved, right?
Yeah, yes. I still had to talk to the foster to make sure that she thought it was a good fit too.
Yeah.
It was very nerve-wracking. So,
And there's a reason for that because
yes.
adoptions is long term, lifelong commitment,
Hmm.
and fostering is short term.
Yes.
There's a difference. And I totally understand that.
Yeah,
Um,
she knew him way better than, and I only had him for like a day or two, but she had him for a couple weeks, so she knew him a lot better than I would have in the short time that I spent time with him.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. And that's why you foster. The fosters with GPRS, man, they're good. And
Thank
fosters
you.
everywhere are good
He sure
or
did.
getting good, one of the two. So
He
if you
sure
don't have
did.
experience, still apply because as long as you're willing and able to learn, guess what? Probably get approved because man, they need fosters bad countrywide, all over the country. All right. And Carol's on, she needs fosters. Okay. If you're in Montana, well, I think Montana's got like a population of 12 and they're spread out across the state.
I think they only foster in Texas and the Pacific Northwest.
Well, short term in Texas, right?
Yeah, short term, and then I don't
Yeah.
think they get a
Yeah.
lot of.
We used to have a graphic up here that explained that, but it's gone. But that's okay.
Yeah,
So let's move forward with Bristol. You had to go down, and we let you down. We're not going to let you off again. Oh, we might.
Hey, excuse me. She's so well behaved and so sweet. I'd give her 5 stars, except that she is just too interested in the cat. Other than that, she's
Oh, okay.
perfect. No bad habits, no counter surfing, no trash digging, no pottying in the house. She is already when I get the food out that it's time to go in the crate.
Okay.
And she's a cuddle
So,
bug, and she's also very playful. So she's not a like a Velcro dog.
okay. So when you leave, you're good. She's good. You're good. No screaming, yelling, dog fights. But then again, she's got freckles.
Does she?
And we need more pictures
We do have a
just
couple,
right
don't we?
here. We need more pictures of stuff like that.
Oh, Malo is freckles. Yes.
Malo, yeah. How many dogs
She
you have there? I don't even know.
We have 4 right now. We've got Diver
Okay.
and Bristol are our fosters.
Okay. And for
Pictures of
those
her here.
that don't remember you, now I'm going to embarrass you. Krista was one of the crew down there that got on the camera from the GPRS headquarters when we did that peer parade down there and featured the 16 dogs. And
Hi,
that was
just wait
Krista.
here.
Okay, I'll bring
Just
dogs
wait.
down now. Well, she looks like her picture too, but she looks
She's
inquisitive or
she is
mischievous.
so
Aw.
smart. She I have to wear the headphones for the show because lots of distance between my phone makes the sound.
Okay.
Echo.
And
Yes,
and
thank
we can't
you.
hear you if you're too
Yes.
far away.
And as soon
It
as
could be.
I put them on and y'all started playing the video, she was looking at me like, "What is that?" So
Because she could hear
I
it.
put them on her head and she was like, and then she backed her head out and then she put her head back in the headphones. It was
What?
so
She didn't
cute.
like her own video? So what kind of home do you think she would need? And if you know it, yeah, I don't remember how long you've had her. And plus, there's a little bit of misunderstanding. The website thinks she's 3, and I never saw that.
Mhm.
not
So
yet.
she's got to be younger than that. I would put her less than a year, maybe not quite 1 year.
I would agree, a year maybe tops.
Yeah, she's just got the
Mm,
energy level of a puppy.
yeah.
But behaviorally, she's more mature. So it's kind of like that in between.
Okay.
Where's she gone to? I think her and Malo are fighting over the new bone. Not fighting, but they're sharing
Imagine
it.
that. They want to share it. If you give me a bone, try to take it away from me, I'm going to bite you too. Okay. Especially if it's got meat on it. Now, what
So,
kind of home do you think she would need?
her ideal home would be a family household. She loves cuddling with people and no cats, but definitely another dog.
Okay.
And that's
All right.
because I feel like if she doesn't have that energy outlet, that it may turn into something, more mischievous and more destructive. But her
Okay.
and
Jamie, you
Malo
have any
play.
questions?
Yeah, we should get the her birth date kind of updated a little bit. You're right, Steve. I just looked up our internal site. It says 2000
I started
July 20.
I started that video out calling her an old lady, and I had to change it.
Is she a pocket here? She looks
Come
kind of small.
She is small, so I wouldn't call her pocket peer because she's a little bit more like a the size of a golden.
Or how about a puppy? It's not done growing yet.
Yes,
A little smaller than that. But she
yeah,
has bone.
she does. Maybe one bone.
Okay, so at least she has a bone, all right?
Bristol,
How does
I'll
she
tell
do
you
let me
what,
see if
on
I
I'd
can
like.
fish her back from behind the couch. Oh, look,
Does
of
she
course
do
we
well on a
can.
leash
She
walking?
does. Oh, I wish I sent you that picture. I took them on a 4-dog pack walk when it finally dropped under 100 degrees here in Texas,
You're brave
and they
with
did
4.
so well.
Ugh.
Well, I knew 2 of them were good on a leash already, and I had a feeling that Diver was good. And usually, I don't know what it is about getting them into a pack. They just kind of behave a little bit, and the other ones are kind of guiding that.
I'm not
Bristol,
sure
come
which
on.
one of you is doing it, you or Celestia.
It's probably me.
Well, you're both doing it. You guys got the same phone, probably.
Come, I need a dog up here. Just something else
Thank
to
you.
look
I
at
think you
besides
do
me.
too. I
Here,
Oh
think
my
maybe
get over
God.
Malo.
here. Get
There's no doubt that's Fred's.
here.
That's
He's
Fred's
gotten
sibling or his
huge.
offspring.
He is so big.
Holy cow,
He's
he did get huge.
Oh
beautiful.
my
Look at his
Now look at
tail.
that
Oh
tail.
my
Now
God.
hers is a good looking tail too.
She has a beautiful tail. Yes, I love her coat. Her coat's gonna be easy to maintain because she's got straight hair all the way around. So
Okay.
it lays nice and together. This one over here
So
is like,
when she came in, was she underweight? Was she astray? Maybe. How was she? What kind of condition was she in?
I honestly could not tell you. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's good because she's not displaying behaviors that are related, well, neglect or abuse. So that's a major plus.
Yeah,
So
that or she's just, one of those dogs that rebounds very well from that kind of
right, and they
situation.
can. They can. It can be hard
Come
for
here.
them sometimes. And it could just be she's a puppy and she just didn't have any problem like that. Now, see, with poor Ying, somebody stole all of her bones. Is that little
Kind of
butthead?
like a stuffed animal.
That's Gandalf.
As Gandalf. Can't remember.
Let's see. Let's see if we
Okay.
can
I
find
thought
this
that was a
dog.
corgi. What breed is Gandalf? Sorry, Krista.
That's okay.
We think he's some sort of like bearded collie terrier mix.
Okay, so
Hey.
you don't know. All right. Oh, there she is.
She's like way up
Oh,
there.
she's eating her bone. Imagine that.
She is.
All right.
Bristol, come here.
Now, when you first bring your dogs home, you do introductions also, don't you, Krista?
I do. Depending on the personality of the dog that I'm introducing. Bristol was a very friendly dog, so she ran right away to Malo, and I couldn't stop them from
Well,
playing.
Marl's a puppy too. Or Mallow, I mean. Marl. Where did I get Marl?
It's
You even wrote it down for me too. It's Mallo. I get it. All right.
yes.
But I'll tell you, I just,
Here, go over there.
other than Boneless over there, man, I thought you guys had it going on here. But gee, Willikers, what we witnessed
Hey, Gretchen.
with her. Hi, Gretchen. She was something else. Melanie, Melanie or Jamie, do you have any questions?
So you have males in your house, right? Like Diver and your puppy, your e-puppy.
I
Oh
have
my God,
3
he's so
males.
cute. And so has she been around? He's so big. Has she been around female dogs at all?
I think at headquarters she has been. That's a really good question, and I haven't tested her with other female dogs. She will be going for spay in about a week. And so
Okay.
once we take her up to headquarters, if I can't do it, I'll ask if somebody else can just run her by a couple of female dogs and see, how are they like
Yeah.
immediately negatively charged, or
Right.
is there
I have a
curiosity?
feeling she's probably going to be just fine, but you never
She's a
know. You
very
can't take my
easygoing
word
dog.
for it.
Yeah, she's a very
So
easygoing dog.
How long
depends
have
how
you had
introductions
her,
go.
Krista?
A month. I took her in. So my husband said no more fosters, only one at a time. And I was like, but it's
What?
110 degrees outside. Can we like bring her in for a week? And she came home for a week, and he's not really a big dog person, but he really likes her.
He's
But
not
he's
a
He said
dog
when
also,
person. He's
when
got
she
4
lays on the
dogs in
bed,
the house.
well, if you look at it this way too, her husband's not a big dog person, but yet he's still fostering with her. You
Yep.
did that on purpose, didn't you, Melanie?
Yes, I
Yeah.
wanted to be center stage.
I see that. So, I mean, she's got a good husband. You had Milo, for God's sake. He was afraid of the
uh,
TV.
he my husband's a big TV person too.
We couldn't watch TV with Milo there.
Yeah,
So we had to
poor
heal it.
Milo.
And what did we do with that? We kind of, well, reassured him through a leash that he wasn't going to get injured, and then eventually got used to it. God, I love that dog. I know I got to go to findanotherdog.com if I want him. I get it. He looks just like Fred.
He does.
Fred was the one that got away from me. Well, I was never even close, but still. Wow. All right. So
He's in the perfect home. He's well loved and he's behaving perfectly.
I've heard that. Yes, I have. There's a few of them that's gotten away from me, but I kind of like them all. What can I say? I got the best job in the world. I get to meet a bunch of them.
Can you please?
Even though I'm a dork up here, I still get to meet the dogs. All right. And boneless
Bristol.
dogs.
I just
But
love
it's a
Yang.
good thing because she's not boneless, skinless. Krista, thank you for bringing her on. Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.org. That's where these dogs are. Their bios are there. Their bios are also on YouTube. When you update her bio, if you do, let me know and we'll get it up her on the YouTube too.
Okay, thank you.
All right. She's a good girl. Thanks for fostering. Thanks for bringing her on. So, wow. So now we've got three fosters that are on here, probably 4 with Jamie, that do introductions to their dogs. And probably the reason they do that is they don't want to deal with dog fighting. That would be my guess.
Yes.
So, and that's a make or a break a lot of times because the Great Pyrenees sometimes their noses aren't the greatest. Their hearing is their keen sense, right? They can hear that fly fart 6 blocks away and then protect you from it. Okay. So by intimidation, they're going to intimidate that fly. So there's a lot of variables in with introducing a dog. Like number one is the other dog. Do either dogs want to meet each other? We always got to remember that. And we have to, and it's up to you to know the needs of your dog, and it's up to the other person to know the needs of their dog. So if your dog's off a little bit, not a good time to meet, and just say, let's go, turn around, get him out of there. And remember that too. If your dog is struggling meeting another dog on a leash, be the hero. It'll go a long way with your dog. Turn him around, get him out of there. Don't make him go past it. He's afraid of it. All right. Because if they can't process through confusion, because reason they're turning into Cujo is because they can't go sniff the dog. Well, you're not going to go let them go sniff the dog because your dog's being Cujo. All right. Vicious circle, isn't it? So turn him around, get him out of there. Be the hero. Show him that you can protect him while he's on that leash. Okay. Do that, I can't say how many times, but if you do it consistently, pretty soon your dog, instead of going Cujo, he'll come back to you for protection. That's just how that works. They're Great Pyrenees. All right. And wouldn't that be awesome to be the protector of the guardian? How about that? Guess what? You are anyway. You got the dogs. You are their protectors. Keep your dogs safe. And one of the ways you can tell if your dog's ready to meet another dog on a walk or anywhere is tail is pretty important with that body language. All right. Um, and like if they're wagging off to the left, just that description right there, that's concerning. The dog's concerned. If it's wagging off to the right, they're all right, maybe exploring. Straight out back is exploring, but with our breed, the Great Pyrenees, it never goes straight out. It will curl. I kind of hand drew that tail in the upper left corner, and I suck at that. All right. But I didn't have an artist. So you got to pay attention to the type of curl this is now. Loose curl, no concern. Exploring probably. Now they will put their tails out at the base of their tail. It will go out a little bit. Now, how many of you have walked your dog around? Your tail just hangs straight down to the ground, and they drag the end of it even through the water and everything. All right. Once again, not concerned. The dog is not concerned. What type of wag is it? Wagging off, is it a full wag? Okay, yeah, full wag, depending on the circumstances, could have a happy dog. But always remember, you could have two dogs trying to kill each other through a fence, and them tails are just a wagging away. All right, that means they're stimulated. It doesn't necessarily mean they're happy dogs. Never forget that. Okay. Introductions. The Great Pyrenees, we often, now keep in mind, the rescues, they handle many more than what most people do. So, what I have seen anyway, is they don't, some of them, more than we think, don't process properly. So, we give them 3 seconds to sniff, and then we have them follow us away for about 10 feet, bring them back, give them another 3 seconds, do it. Let's go. Let's go for me means follow me. No matter where I'm going, follow me. Okay. And I taught them by saying let's go, making a 180 and going the other way out in the backyard where it's contained. And when they start doing it regularly, do it with the leash, then just lay the leash across their back and say, let's go. They're contained, they're not going anywhere. If they follow you around, let's do it again. And then see, the reason we lay the leash on their back is one of the most important things we can always remember about this breed is remember to turn your phone down for one. But one of the most important things you got to remember is you have to make sure you're not confusing your dog. Always make sure he understands what you want him to do. Okay? No confusion. So if you want him to make eye contact, say, look at me, put your finger between your eyes or on your nose. Okay. Use hand signals. Those are good. Don't go waving your hand above the dog. You don't know where he's been. All right. Threats come from above. All right. And we are taller than them. So visitors, the dogs, most of them go right on alert just because of their height. All right. Except for maybe little Miss Boneless over there and Miss Bone eating the bone. If she's not eating Ying's bones, is she? Is that what happened to Ying's bone? So, you have a question?
Just wanted to let you know I just texted you and Jamie the 180-degree twist photo of Boneless.
Oh,
I didn't hear that. I have it down because of the music. Say that again.
Sent you the 180-degree twisted photo of Boneless in a text just now.
Oh, you did?
I did.
That means we get to see it, but the viewers don't.
yeah.
Well, Jamie's
So
trying.
you're hoping I can get it transferred up to the computer and get it up there. Or we can, yeah, we can do it that way. Let me make you bigger, Jamie.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, try it now. I want to see it.
Oh,
You're not going to do it, are
Try
you?
again.
here. Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah,
can't even
I know.
unlock my stupid screen.
It's like a stuffed animal. Like doesn't have any bones. Here, I'm gonna Oh, that's a pretty picture, though.
Do you see the last one?
Yeah, that's the one.
No, yeah, the
Oh,
very
boy.
last one, 180-degree twist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
reassembly instructions to be in order here.
Oh my God.
Some
she's-
dogs do that. That's amazing. We will get that up for hopefully next week. How's that sound? All right. Where was we? Where was we? Going back to English class, where we was. Um, always remember, if your dog becomes uncomfortable, get him out of there. If the other dog becomes uncomfortable, get him out of there. Especially if the other
Crystal.
person hasn't. Only you can know what's going on your leash. You can't expect somebody to know everything, okay? And nobody expects you to know what trainers and behavior consultants know. All right.
Cutie pie?
But introductions, that first impression. For anytime I meet a dog, the first impression I want them to have of me is I'm not a threat to them. So I don't make eye contact and I don't touch them. I don't talk to them. And just because they come up to you doesn't mean they want to be touched. That means they feel comfortable enough maybe to sniff you. And there's more personalities like that than there are others. Just so you know. Well, at least I hear about them anyway. But then again, nobody calls me to tell me there's nothing wrong with their dog either. I just don't get those calls. So, but thank you, Celeste. I'll get to see that after the show because I can't walk and talk at the same time. But yet, you trust me with your dogs. I get it. All right. This was one of the big changes on Ying's video right there.
Yeah,
I like
she's
that
growing
picture.
up.
Her tongue's out. Her tongue is out. So she's got no bones in her tongue either.
None.
Just checking. All right.
You know, Steve, I was
So-
trying to get Riley out of a situation like that. And it was so embarrassing. He went around the side of somebody's recycling bin and knocked the whole thing over. And here I am trying to keep him away from another dog and pick up all their recycling. The guy
You
couldn't.
could have come back for that.
I was like, that's embarrassing. Somebody put
Well,
a
yeah.
video on the GPRS website, something like that, like trying to, get the big dogs around a
Trying
tree.
to pick up his mess while you're trying to keep him from eating each other.
That's right.
Got it. Nice work. I'd have got him out of there and come back to the mess. But you knew what you were doing. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
You
it
were
was about
there.
a
I
mile
wasn't.
away,
So
so I had to pick it up.
gotcha. Okay. Wow. Melissa's watching too. Did you see Carol on? At least I thought she was. Where'd she go here? There she is. Okay, Melanie, I'll leave it alone. I promise. Melissa said there's transport coming up too. Cool. Going up to the northwest. So I'm not part of the rescue really in that part, so I don't know what that means. I had to say it though, because Melissa put it on there, so it had to be important. Thursday, leaving Thursday for the Northeast also. And you folks in the Northeast, always remember, they've got transport routes to you now too. So, and the Northwest. Just
And
not
the
to me
Midwest.
yet. Just not to
It
me
says-
yet.
It says to
And
Northeast,
Sarge,
Northwest, and Midwest.
That's
So
right.
we're just going to hit the North.
There you go.
Snoopy is so cute.
He is being he's being very lazy today and Velcro-y.
Oh, Mr. Snoops.
So sweet.
He must have heard us talking that, he is being nice and good, isn't he?
Yes.
Is that because the little dog is there?
I don't know. He is acting a little different with Gandalf here. I actually feel like he's been a little more mellow with Gandalf here. I don't know if that's because he's not as used to Gandalf, and Gandalf is a jerk.
Well, it could be they're talking on the phone when he's not there too.
Yeah.
It's always possible, right? All right. We're getting close to the end here. And by the way, how you'll know what your dog
that's
is.
cute.
Oh, my. Look at that. I
That's
don't
a
know
great
how you
picture.
guys do that. You guys swap back and forth. I'm going to learn how to do that. Here, I'm going to make you big, Celeste.
Ah! All right, I'll put it down.
Holy cow. Wait a minute. Is that, and then is that, wow. Okay, I believe you. No bones. Did she eat her own bones by chance?
It's possible she was
All
running
right.
around with the bone right before the show.
Okay. Anyway, how you're going to know, how do you know when your dog is comfortable with another dog? Well, if you've only been doing it a couple minutes, chances are pretty good. Maybe they're not. Okay. Because there is a thing also, and then we'll close it with this. That, matter of fact, I think I have a graphic up of that even. Oh, maybe not. But play sometimes isn't what you think it is, kind of. Sometimes the dog is trying to invoke the other dog into playing so there isn't a fight. And that's what Julio was doing, one of the GPRS dogs, in his video when we had him on. So, but turns out he was just vocal when he played in the end. And that can be. Now, if they was raised with Huskies, Huskies are vocal. They get vocal when they play, and so a lot of dogs misunderstand that too. A lot of humans misunderstand that. Always remember, cause of dog-dog altercations most of the time is us. We cause it. We're the trigger by our emotion changing, or we're yanking on that leash. When the dog pulls the leash, that's one thing, but when we pull on the leash, you're putting them on alert, especially a guardian breed. Okay, so that's all I have for today. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. Well,
Thanks, Steve, for all that information.
we got the show
It's
put
really
together
helpful.
kind of late this week. Next week, Lisa's going to be hosting, right? I think so. I think that's what I read. Lisa will be up here next week with us, and we may have some dogs going together. The Peer Rescue and Sanctuary in Colorado is going to join us. And they have Gordon's going to be on. You saw him in the countdown timer if you stayed after the count. I swear sometimes some people come on just for the countdown timer for the video sometimes. I would. They're pretty good. And we try to rotate them every week. Depends how busy we are. So Peer Rescue and Sanctuary is going to be here next week with a puppy and Gordon. So he was returned from an adopter, and he was actually, we're talking seriously happy to be back. So one of two things happened. Either he wasn't treated right, well, he got returned, or, well, it's just a good place. I know dogs that would be happy to go back to GPRS headquarters. I know I would be. So, oh man, if you haven't been there, you don't know what you're missing. So, all right, everybody. We're going to call it a day. And Lisa said, yep, she's going to be here next week. And maybe she'll bring her horse. I think I saw a picture of her on a horse recently. She does have one. And I want to know what kind of phones you guys have, because you guys are swapping back and forth. And Krista, I do want to get a hold of you. I want to get a hold of StreamYard on that, see what the heck's going on. See if it's something they know about, because now Celeste is doing it too. So, yeah, you're both doing it. But anyway, let me take down this comment as soon as I find it. Or maybe Melanie will. There we go. And I changed the exit video around just a little bit, same tune. I'm thinking about changing the tune out, but I'll need input for that. We've had that same tune since 2017, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've been doing this a long time. And all right, as soon as I find these videos, I had a lot of pictures today that I forgot to show. There they are. All right, everybody. Bye.
Hi,
Everybody.
thank you.
There we go. All right. Bye, everybody. Come on. It's supposed to be playing. What's going on?
It was.
Huh.
We're back.